It's not a feeling.
So what y'all saying? What's going on? Anybody? I mean, anybody do anything special? Anything different? Anything fun?
Oh, with our lives?
Yeah, or with somebody else's life?
I signed up for a community service program. Supposed to be starting on Yom River. We'll see how it
The
goes.
community what?
I ordered my
Why?
passport
Service program up
so I
here.
can get a biometrical passport.
That's
Why?
interesting to me though.
Because I got to fly out the country
For
and I have like a
Jamaica.
month left on my passport.
Jamaica.
So you say
Yeah, I
you
gotta
going
get
to
another one.
y'all going to Jamrock?
That's the
Tell
plan.
her Frida be a lane.
Are you still
Nah.
going?
We trying to come through y'all too, oh. We gotta
Nah,
come
I'm
through
not.
the UK.
Let me tell you
Look.
about something before you plan to come through. No, Frida, don't do that.
Don't
today.
come.
No, it's not even that. Right now, we are banned. UK, Europe, and a lot of area in China is a lot of countries are banned from
Pull up.
entering. We've been banned from entering the US for a year now.
I just
didn't
want to go
realize.
through y'all. Like I ain't really
No,
trying
but
to
let
run
me
around.
tell you, we are banned. So if you've been in
Mhm.
this country for 14 days, they will not let you into the US.
Yeah.
So it's wild right now because I got my ticket, but I don't even know if I can fly. Like
Oh, that's crazy as hell.
they're lifting the
It's
ban
different
next
right
week.
now.
From the
'Cause I was
17th, we
looking
could
on
start
the
flying.
I was looking on the British Airways website just to start like
Mhm.
purchasing tickets and crap. They literally don't have they like no dates.
No
match
tickets
yours,
direct
no
to
tickets.
Jamaica. They
None.
don't have. But what's crazy is Jamaica lifted the ban on UK, people from the UK being able to fly from the 1st of April. So from the 17th, we should be able to go to Jamaica, but Jamaica, they're not releasing any flights. Like a month ago, I was able to find one to Kingston, not Montego Bay, which is where we need to
Yeah,
go.
Montego Bay, they don't have no flight.
But they don't even have none from Kingston anymore either. So like we would have to go to the States, which is what I wanted anyway, so I can spend time with my sister. But the States,
Oh, really?
but the States, like you could get like especially Atlanta. Like I found loads of flights from Atlanta or New York. You could get them. So I chose Atlanta, and that's what I wanted. But I can't actually get into the States right now because they have a ban on people from the UK. So from next week I could fly, but I just can't fly to the States because they're not going to let me in.
Oh, damn. So we might not be able to even get tickets from the UK
I would say the best thing is to fly direct to
Oh.
somewhere in the States like Atlanta, New York, and then get a ticket from there to Jamaica. Because the
Yams
tickets from there to
is,
Jamaica are
Israeli,
like
though.
cheap. Oh, Yims is
Yams
ready. He's
is
still
Israeli.
fine. He's fine. They're just not letting people from Europe. Like they list all the
No, I
countries
mean
in
as
Europe.
far as like visa and all of that, US, you can't even go through US without a visa.
Yeah, but what do you like need? Because we just need to do an ESTA. I do that like same day. What do you like?
Oh, I don't know. For Israelis, I think it's like the C.
They need a
type
visa.
It wouldn't be.
They
They would
need
need a real visa.
A
Yeah.
real visa. Israelis. They don't want like a real,
Yeah, they need a
full time,
visa.
like wait 3 weeks for approval, blah, blah,
Just
blah.
need a
That's
visa.
crazy. Yeah, you should do your visa ASAP.
Well, I don't even
What
have a
happened when you
passport
did
right
your
now.
visa?
Oh,
I'm here
for real?
documentless. Well, I had
Can
to get
you
a new
book
one.
your appointment? Can you book your appointment? Because like I know the consulate over here, because I was trying to call them to see, like really just confirm, like if I am going, I'm going to visit my sister, like to see if there was any
I
way.
think I need tickets or something first, and then I can get
Mhm.
it, kind of put some stress on them. And I don't have
So
the
you say you
tickets yet
gotta have
because we've
some
been having
proof.
issues. Yeah, it has some proof because you don't want to do it because they'll look for that type of shit. Like everything else will be okay. So let us see that you go. Oh, I don't have it. Oh, so reapply and pay again. I'm not gonna give them the chance. So when I have the tickets, then if it's still an issue, then yeah, I'm gonna have to do what I have to do. I'll go to for a visa and try to press them. The plan is
And
to
then
go.
it's like if you go through the States, you have to like stop in the States. It's so far. It's not like a close location. It's far as fuck. So if you go through
I would
the
stay
US,
in the fucking airport and chill.
Say you would just chill out in the airport.
It depends.
I
Like,
mean,
if I
how
go to
long you have to be
Atlanta,
there? How long would the layover be?
it depends. If I
Atlanta
went to
is
like
the
Atlanta,
next day. Well, you was coming from Israel, but like for me, like in Atlanta, like our flights, they leave during the day, so I get in Atlanta at different points in the evening. So either way, I'd miss the flights out to Jamaica, so I would have to spend the night in Atlanta because I would get the next flight. Same with New York. New York's flights from London to New York is during the day, so you'd have to spend the night in New York and leave the next day to Jamaica.
I'll spend the night in the airport. Ain't nothing to me.
I can't
If
hurt.
I don't have no other option, like if I have to stay in the airport because I don't have a visa and they can fly through, then I'd stay in the fucking airport.
Yeah, but I wonder if it's an issue like to even go through, like to be in the airport. I don't know. Cause like when I was looking, they had like alien in transit, which means like you literally not stopping, you just going through, but they still got a visa for that. You don't want to like risk it. Like if we get there and they're like, okay, yeah, you don't have a visa, you can't even pass through.
Because that's what they said. Like even if you're going in transit, like into the States, if you've been in any of those countries within 14 days, you can't come here, which is wild. I'm so irritated.
I hope everybody make it, man. I hope everybody make it to Giant Rock. I hope everybody make it to Jamaica.
I can't take you seriously.
I'll make it. Jesus Christ. I didn't get
I hope everybody make it.
Don't bring Jesus in this, Tamia. I'm gonna make
Tamia,
it.
you gonna get us
canceled. She done brought the great Christ into it.
She already started the belief in here.
Who gonna get us canceled?
She done brought the great one.
You know I make it on my vacation. Hook or crook.
I'm like praying. I told Rena, like, I might just have to show up there and they'll have to tell me when I get to Atlanta Customs. Listen, we're gonna put you back on the flight back to London.
They definitely sending you right back. Return to sender.
If not, it's like, where can I go?
Because y'all got the mutation, right? So don't nobody want.
I don't know why.
You said, okay, we got the mutation?
Yeah, like that's. I heard that was the issue.
Nah, don't do that to us.
I think so. It's because we had that strain, but apparently it's been like this for years. I didn't even know last year I couldn't fly to the States. I just thought I didn't want to because of COVID, and it was like stuff was crazy. But I couldn't have flown to the States if I wanted to last year.
Nah, you had the. They said they had the South African variant and some other variants.
Yeah, they listed South Africa on there. They say you all can't come either.
Keep that. And don't you come out
there.
Trying
to stop there.
I need a lighter too.
What y'all saying? Everybody, y'all ready or no?
Well, been ready.
Y'all sure? Because I don't even see M's.
I'm right here.
Okay, my guy.
Let me swipe because I only see a fear. Oh, this I couldn't do it.
You ain't got no sense. No sense. No sense.
Because I always do that. I usually do that as well.
Wow. Welcome to the world from home, Batia.
Yeah.
4 people.
Ruby, what do you say where we talk? What do you say? Welcome to the world from home, Ruby.
Go ahead, Bot. You got it?
I got us. Or Bot, you got us?
Bot, you got us? Yeah, what you saying? You taking us or no?
Welcome to the world from home, episode 5, if I'm not mistaken, with me and my co-host Prince Ophir to the right of me. Everybody say what's going on. Below we have Sister Tiana Young, aka Batya. Say shalom to the people, Batya.
Hey.
And we have Tamia B over here, also known as Tamia Butler. Say what's happening to the people.
What's up?
What's going on? So since I'm segueing us in, the podcast, everybody's gonna give their personal tips. I'll do music. Oprah's gonna do finance, if I'm not mistaken. But it's on gossip and celebrity TV stuff.
Why can't we just say current event? That's exactly what it is.
I love the current events point. That's like my favorite part. I wait all week. Like I hope me and Batia is on the same page.
Now Tamia is doing tips and travel tips. And also we decided the overall general subject would be belief and our different opinions on it. So for starters, we're gonna have one of the ladies kick it off because they've been itching to go. We're gonna let Sister Tamia tell us about a few travel tips that she has for the people.
Thank you.
We appreciate you, yeah. I mean, we do it and then we don't at the same time. I feel like I could have waited a little bit, but it's okay. So today I wanted to follow up on what Batia asked for last week, which was recommended vegan restaurants in Israel or places to eat where you can also eat vegan. So I had my top 4 restaurants for me. First, we had the 416, which is a completely 100% vegan restaurant. You don't have to worry about any mixes, any eggs, anything. Everything there is 100% vegan and also made in-house. Like they set the kale bone and wash it and everything. So also the food is really tasty there. You have Pasta Basta, which I went to recently. It's a pasta.
Wait.
What?
No, finish telling it and then I'm gonna say something about Pasta Basta.
So they have a lot of variety, and they have vegan options as well. The pasta is delicious. Mina Tomei is Asian. It's like 5 Asian restaurants in one. So you have the Thai restaurant, Indian restaurant, what is it? Indian, Vietnamese, and 2 more. I can't remember exactly which.
It's like Asian and Middle Eastern kitchens together, basically.
Yeah, so 5 different kitchens. So you get to get 5 different menus and choose off the menus and have like a mix, which is nice for like buffet if you're with your friends or whatever. And then Mexicana, which is a Mexican restaurant. They also do deliveries. Everything Mexican, which I love. I really, really love this restaurant. It was recommended to me by Kedma. It was delicious. I love it. If you like Mexican food, it's definitely a place to go. And they have a ton of vegan options. So that's my top 4 vegan restaurants in Tel Aviv.
We're gonna keep that.
Nice. We liking those.
All right.
This earphone is so funny.
Let me tell you something about pasta. Okay, quickly, let me just say something about pasta. It's so crazy because growing up, like in Bermuda, it was this restaurant called Pasta. They had like a chain, not many. Let's say maybe 2 or 3 on the island. So anyway, that was like one of our favorite restaurants because it was like one of the few restaurants we could go to that had vegan, like it was an all.
Was the same principle, only pasta, like a pasta bar?
It's just like Italian. But what's crazy is my Abby used to go in and get them to make like this special vegan version of the garlic bread and stuff. But that was like, I've never heard of a place called Pasta outside of Bermuda. And they closed down like years and years ago.
Really? Yeah.
But girl, that place was lit. So I am coming.
It's right on Disengolf.
Pasta. Huh?
It's on Disengolf. The food was delicious.
Yeah,
it was really tasty.
It's the same. That's really crazy.
They have like a broken menu where you start with the pasta, then you pick the sauce, then you pick the add-ins and stuff like that. Is it set up the same?
Huh? Yeah, I think so. I'm trying to remember. I was little, but I think so. To be honest, like most of them I went through with my Ab, and he used to get them to make like different types of stuff. But it was lit. I just remember having some good spaghetti and some good garlic bread and salad. It was like a Bermudian version of like Olive Garden. If anybody's been Olive Garden, it's like a better version.
Yeah, I love Olive Garden. Wow.
Girl, ain't Olive Garden lit?
Wow, let me tell you, when I went to Chicago. I think that was the first Olive Garden that I went to. It was so good. Everything they make. Let me tell you a quick story. So
I feel like y'all not focused.
I got this really good like pasta from the restaurant from Olive Garden. And I got full at the restaurant, but it was so delicious. I had to then pack it up and I took it home with me.
Oh, you can eat, baby.
As a takeaway. I took it home, put it in the fridge. The next day I woke up in the morning, excited about this pasta, ready to throw it in the microwave. Just to find out that my brother Emmanuel ate the whole thing.
Oh no.
The whole thing. I was really so hurt about that.
Wow.
I'm never gonna forget it. I was so mad at him.
I would have been pissed.
It's only
I'm never gonna forget
that.
This is a holy day now. You never forget this.
Food is serious. People don't understand. You can't just eat somebody else's food.
It's when you prep yourself. Like they didn't even give you a warning. Like if they say, "Oh, I ate that food," but when you prep yourself and you go for it and it's not there, that's a horrible feeling.
It's tough.
So we got on current events. I'm excited. That's my favorite part.
Okay. All right. So I was gonna do a different thing. Like I actually went to ask, has anybody seen that new Michael B. Jordan movie?
Yeah.
I have not
what's
yet.
it called?
It's
Beyond Remorse.
It's Beyond Remorse. It's like it's a Tom Clancy film. So it's like off of one of his books.
What's it what's the genre?
Action.
It's like action.
Action, like he has like he wears some type of uniform. I know that from the trailer. So is he like a soldier?
Yeah, he's like a Navy SEAL. But I ain't gonna say too much because I want you all to watch it, and then we can talk about it next time and see what everybody thinks. The second thing I wanted to ask, am I the only one? But is Jada Pinkett Muslim?
What is happening right now?
Oh, you mean with that hair covering she just had for Mother's Day? I have no idea what that was. But then she posted
people can't wear certain. They can't. People can't
that's
try
fine. But like if you see it more than once, then you start questioning. Like she's been wrapping her head in a burqa for like a while. At first I thought it was just because she was in the Middle East and she was trying to respect the culture. But that one,
trying to detangle herself now by religion.
She was back in LA.
Let me check. I'm gonna Google it and see what I get.
Like for real, I was like, okay, because I was like, am I the only one noticing that Jada Pinkett is like?
So for current events, you have a Michael B. Jordan movie and a question about Jada Pinkett Smith.
She's just going into it. Hold on.
Is it what you doing?
No, Tommy, that's it. That's it.
Yeah, you trying to defend her. No,
this is how far. This is how far you
Let
want
it
to
go.
go.
Well, I don't have anything.
Okay.
I don't have anything specific on Jada.
You said it didn't even show nothing. Like it didn't show nothing.
I mean, they showed me the pictures. Well, I did see the pictures. I actually saw on the red table talk that she had, a head covering. I was wondering about it myself. I didn't really go.
I'm not the only one. This is important stuff. Okay.
She said, "I am not a Muslim. I have prayed in mosques all over the world, but I am not a Muslim."
I just said,
what that mean?
Lit Shabbat candles with Rabbi Bentley.
She said she do a lot. They don't make you something.
But I am not Jewish. She's saying she does stuff.
She does whatever she wants.
Religious,
basically
practices. She has them, but she's not in no form.
She has no commit. She's not entangled with none of them. To be specific, she's not entangled with.
So I guess she answered that for us.
Don't nobody else see where you went. I seen where you went.
Yeah.
I didn't hear him.
I appreciate that. Thank you, sir.
He said she's not entangled of any other religion. She just dibbling and dabbing around.
Yeah, she ain't getting too.
We got to text it to Batia. Batia is still blinking at me.
Or is she having entanglements with these religions?
Nah.
They short and sweet. Think about it. I'm not dedicated.
Batia said she still don't get it.
You guys said entanglements with the religion. Let me tell you, entanglements is used so much now, I don't even notice it anymore.
I
forget the originator. I have forgotten who the originator
as a group
was.
right now.
Batia, if you don't be with us, we can't be with you.
Yeah, like
for
it's hard.
For real.
We're making this relationship difficult.
All right, really quickly, because I do find them boring, but it's like what everybody talks about. Anyway, Tristan Thompson, allegedly this girl's claiming that he cheated on her again. First of all, since him and Chloe have been back together, consistently girls constantly come out the woodworks to say that he's cheated on him.
High-level men don't cheat, they exercise options.
Is Tristan Thompson a high-level man? Is Tristan Thompson a high value? Sorry.
He really is.
Oh, wait. Sorry. I'm sorry. This is what I really wanted to talk to you a lot about. Dr. Umar and
Kevin.
Samuels.
It wasn't long enough. Well, only for Kevin. Dr. Umar said that he going after black women because Kevin called him out for asking for donations and talking about building a school for 13,000 fucking years. And it's still no fucking school and no curriculum and no people. He talking about we bought this building if some people can work for him for free. It can be running in 3 weeks. He been asking money for this school for a fucking decade.
All I need for him is just to pack his bags and go set up shop on the key file because he will find his brotherhood.
He is a full-blown Hotep cool and he know how to use words. I don't like that man like he's retarded. No, he a full-blown retard and he just he an intellectual retard. I don't like those type of people. But anyways, Kevin called him out because somebody said he need to talk like Dr. Umar. Everybody gonna talk like Dr. Umar. Oh yeah, we need to go back to Africa, the Prince of Pan-Africanism. Donations. And then Dr. Umar gets so hurt. His call to him. He said he out here profiting off a black woman hurt. So that's how that happened.
I think everybody gets the same perception of Kevin when they first are interacting with him, or
you got to go deeper though.
Hear podcast
because they see him on a surface level with these clips. You got to go deeper.
If you don't stop defending this guy, if you all just not stop defending this guy.
Batia, he's a black king and he should be talked about as such.
Yes, he has some key stuff, but anybody could put a bunch of like key stuff in the middle of a trash.
If anybody could do it, why don't they?
Wow.
Derek Jackson did it.
Oh, God, really?
Derek Jackson did it until he got caught.
Derek Jackson is a fool.
Like, is he really out here to like help women or like become famous because the controversy is interesting?
Wow.
I don't know.
Yes, they are. So I do know they get help. He got
all of them, which means
if they get help.
Some of these people that tune into the show
Samuels is his scent. It's like his feedback on like his scents, cologne, and him lighting candles and showing us what type of candle it is.
Can I give my update, or are we good?
Sorry, go ahead.
We good on your other time now.
Princess,
go ahead.
It's your turn. We ain't gonna let these women do you like this.
Hurtful.
It's your turn.
My update is for everyone. It is now spring, going into summertime. So take out all of what you don't need out of your closets, all of the old clothes or the new clothes that you haven't worn, the new shoes that you haven't worn, and things that you don't plan to use anymore. And upload those things to your Facebook Market, and someone will contact you to purchase those items. Someone in need of those items will contact you to purchase those items. I've sold a few items on there myself, so I know it works. And yeah, you should do it. It's an easy way to make money in the comfort of your own home.
That is so perfect. Let me tell you, I was just going through my closet and I'm reinventing myself again. And I'm so ready to get rid of so many of my clothes. A lot of things that I never wore. Brand new things with tags on them that I just don't want to throw away. And I also don't want to see like my best.
It's got a value. Yeah.
So, you know, you just want to kind of like get rid of them in that way. I did give a lot to charity too.
See, that's what I do, but some of that stuff, I'm gonna be honest, I'd rather just sell it and make money off of it.
And then you don't really know like what's what with everything. Like you might think you're giving it to charity and they have to raise money for I don't know who, what, where, how, I don't know.
Can't worry about that. You have to get on the market and let people bid on it, you know.
But can I ask you all a question?
Before your question,
I've been sending.
Hey,
I'll get my music segment.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh God, y'all being so extra because y'all threw us out
here.
Y'all threw us out here and we did what we had to do.
I was just as polite, as calm. Impossible. Can I just do my segment?
I bet you already know what song he's gonna play, but go ahead, play it.
Please tell me if you get it right. I got 1,000 shekels for you.
All right, we better get this shit right.
Oh, and this is recorded.
I'm hitting. I'm so excited.
I got 2 songs.
It's recorded, right? Okay.
It's recorded.
She have to guess one song, right?
You could guess either one of the songs. I got 1,000 shekels for you, cash.
Oh, great! Oh, wow! I'm intrigued.
Go ahead.
I'm taking that.
Here goes 1,000.
Yes. We gotta guess though. To eat. When I come to Israel,
money.
To choose one of the food restaurants, one of the food, and we're going
you
to
already
eat
got food in your mouth, and you ain't even guessed the song.
We both got food in our mouth.
Planned everything, but what's the song? Go ahead.
Play.
$1K.
You don't want to guess?
Oh, I have to guess before?
Yes, you can't let me play the song and be like, yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
I'm a text. No, I don't trust you. I'm a text it on WhatsApp to Ophir.
What?
And if you don't play
trust,
it,
wait.
Yeah, because she don't want you to know her guess. She can text it to Ophir. He had a.
Because you say you have thousands of songs.
Text him to Ophir. I'm gonna text him to Ophir right now. I'm gonna text him to him. And if you get,
then you text him. Oh, this is gonna be so juicy. I'm waiting for that.
Oh my God!
1,000 shekels on the line.
Let me see.
Let's get it.
Right now.
I want to send it from my Facebook, so I don't have to close the
song. It's 2 songs. You got 2 options. Guess one of the options. She get 1,000 shekels. That's about 200 pounds. She got 200 pounds right there.
200 pounds is lit, y'all. I'm excited about this. I'm more excited than y'all.
Nothing. Hold on, Prince. I'm about to find you on the Facebooks. I'm about to find you. They say I have to install Messenger to text. Okay, yeah, there we go. Don't play me.
No, you put on Facebook. I don't have a Messenger. I don't have Facebook.
Yeah.
What you
don't need it either.
Oh my God.
I don't use Facebook.
Batia, do you trust Tamia if I tell Tamia?
Oh, of course. She's about to go eat with me.
Write them down.
I'm trying to do this in an easy way. Hold on.
I don't know WhatsApp. I mean, just send them on WhatsApp.
All right. I got you. No, I want to close
I'm
with the
so
thing.
Excited. I sent her through my 3. My 3.
What?
I chose 3.
You said all she gotta do is guess one?
One, right? I sent him 3 of mine.
All right, you didn't say how many guesses.
You was getting, he sure didn't. You was getting nervous. I know.
Hell no.
This is so good. Let me tell y'all, I'm here. I'm like waiting in anticipation.
1K on the line. We got 1K on the line, people. 1K on the line. Will we guess the song?
I can't wait. Tamia, when we go, we balling out. We could go 2. We don't have to just go one restaurant. You know how people do pub crawls?
What is happening
right now? I'm all for it. I'm 100% with it. Turn up in Tel Aviv. I hope the UK is open though, because it'll be really lit to go
It
through.
would.
To pull up on y'all.
It would. Like I hope you all could come. We could have like the world from home from the UK.
Yeah, that would be so lit. Just to see how it is if we all in the same room.
We'll pull out
you got both of the songs?
Hey, I hope you kept the original and then try to go all obscure.
I kept the original songs that I was gonna play. I kept the original songs that I'm gonna play. They actually have a whole a whole explanation behind both of them. Well, the first one is in the spirit of my upcoming trip. God willing, we don't have any issues. It's off of DJ Khaled's new album. It's called "Where You Come From."
Get me my money.
Get it?
Get me my money. Okay.
You got the song right on, look.
Did I get it right? I didn't say the name. I just said the artist because I didn't know the name.
You can't take the whole thing. What you mean? DJ Khaled's called "Where You Come From" off the DJ Khaled album. Clapton, Bounty Killer, Clapton, Bounty Killer.
She wrote it. Give her. You gotta let her have 1K.
Yeah, Buju, Bounty Killer.
That's a 1K, my guy.
All right, I get you.
I want to be. I'm getting in on that. I'm getting in on the next step.
I just played that song in the car on the way out the other night.
Nice. So, DJ Khaled came out with a new
album. That was the next one. I know you have more than that.
I just want all the people at home to know that Bati just won 1,000 shekels from the comfort of her home.
From the comfort of her home on a quick day. That's nice.
Let me do the next financial update because I say it's a little in the back.
You definitely should. Definitely.
Nice. So yeah, that song off of DJ Khaled's new album. It's reggaeton. It's like a lot of Jamaican artists that you don't normally get to hear or don't normally be on mainstream albums, especially not as big as DJ Khaled. So it's really nice, especially for my boy Buju, who was in jail for like a life sentence and some change. He was like 25 years plus. He got out. Bounty Killer, who also they had a versus battle. Buju and Bounty, and I heard like people dab between them. So it was nice to see the unity that they still going on. So that one and the other one is called Bada, which I'm sure you didn't guess. It's dance. It's dance music like with like African chants. It's really nice when you want like music without rapping or singing and stuff in the background and get like beachy nice vibes. It's nice. Check it out. But you got it. You got 100.
I got it.
What? 1,000. Damn, you didn't even say like I got 50 shekels if you guessed it.
I would have taken 50. I would have taken 10. I would have taken 5.
This is
first off, listen, my life is good. I would never offer you 1,000 shekels if it was any problem. I said it, you get it.
All right,
damn. Next bet, I'm getting in. We having one bet. We having one better episode.
We got bets, but it's not a problem if y'all want to do this every episode. But what am I getting if you lose? I don't matter. I can do 1,000 every episode, but what do I get if you lose?
No, you're right. That's the thing. We gotta figure it out. You gonna have to get creative.
Because I definitely ain't losing the money. I get mad if I lose £1. So
it's all right. It's all right. Money comes and goes. But that was it for my update. You said you had a question. I'm sorry I cut you off. Go ahead. What's the question? But you had a question before I gave my segment. You said you wanted to ask something. I want to forget my song.
Man, we could end this podcast. I can't even remember my question.
Are you rich now?
I'm rich.
She finished. She done. She made it. You made it. Deuces, y'all. It was a nice run.
It's only 1,000 shekels, but
it's the beginning.
It doesn't matter. I want it all in coins. Because like they don't do shekel bills, right? So give me coins, and I'm gonna be in the pile of shekels on me. I'm
gonna send it to Oath on PayPal tonight, and we can get it from him.
No, you wait till we get Israel. When we get Israel.
Y'all should come on. Man, I can't wait till y'all can fly and we can fly.
When y'all gonna be able to fly though?
I'm already eligible to fly because I'm an American and Israeli. I go to both places.
You said you got everything happen.
Yeah, I'm locked.
But what about you? They still tripping off of you on the UK visa? They letting y'all.
First of all, that's so stupid. Everybody was hype about this green list, like places we could travel, and then we don't have to quarantine when we come back. And the green list is so dead. The only place that's cool on it is Israel and Portugal. Some of the countries they listed, I don't even know. But that's the thing. Israel, I swear it's close to like tourists. You have to be a resident of Israel to come in. Yeah. Right now.
I don't know.
So I can't even go to Israel. Like, so they listed countries. aside, Portugal's the only place that's allowing UK people to come, but they listed a lot of countries that you can't even fly to anyway. Like it's not, Greece isn't on there, Spain isn't on there, no lit countries, France isn't on there. I'm so irritated.
The update wasn't nice.
It wasn't nice at all.
Let's ask a question to the people out there. Oh, you saying something about?
No, go ahead. I'm finished.
Okay, let's get into the belief part of our topic of the day, people. Do anyone have anything specific that they want to harp on or talk about when it comes to belief? I have some questions for the panel.
I have a question I want to ask the whole panel, and it'll be nice to start that way.
Okay.
First off, for everybody individually, same question. Do you believe in God? And if so, why? Or like, how, obviously you don't have to get too detailed, but when you believe in God, like get specific of how do you believe he is? You think he like Jesus and he got thing on nails, a spiritual being? Some people believe God is the son. Like, I want everybody's opinions. So we'll start from Oath and down to the two bundle. So T, I know you need some time to think. You got your thinking face on.
I'll actually listen to my listening face.
Do I believe in God? Do I believe that if he's real? I believe in the concept. I believe that people have the ability to make things real. You know, and I believe that if you give everything to one thing, then that thing becomes real. You know, if everyone agrees on that thing, then that thing it's like laws. It's like you can't just shoot somebody. It's laws against it. Like it's real. The law is real. The thing is real. So it's a complex question because I do believe that man is the God of earth, but is there something above man? I don't know. I don't know. You know, I think men put things above themselves, but is there really something above men? You know, human beings. I'm not sure.
I got you. I get what you meant, more or less.
Yeah.
But what about you?
Similar to like what Ophir said, it's so crazy because for like the last couple of years, I actually, just to like be direct, I actually stopped believing in God in that sense. It's like this mythical person or being that watches over us and protects us and all of that. What I took God to be, because I'm a very spiritual person, is like in terms of energy. So spirits, all of that to me, spirits, everything is energy. Everything on this earth is like some form of energy. You could have negative energy and you could have positive energy in its purest form. So I feel like what people talk about God is really just energy, and we all have that possibility in us to tap into us. Like we could all think of instances what like things are like miracles, but really I feel like that's tapping into like our purest energy. I feel like we have the ability, if we already on, to be gods in our own right, like what Ophir said. And I don't think it's like this being that's watching you. Like, remember, like they always said, like, there's a scripture in the Bible where it says, like, if you don't call me in my right name, how can I answer you? And we say like the true name for Yah and all of that. And I've always taken that to me because I know people who are Christians. I know people who are non-believers, and they're some of the best, the most pure people I've ever met. And does that mean that they're not good people because they don't believe the same that I do? Muslims, same, Buddhists, all of that. And it's actually, I think for us, we need to realize more. It's how you lead your life and what the energy you put out into the earth. Because I feel like we're all related, like with the trees, the animals, everything. And it comes from us being man, you know, humans. And that's what I feel. But most recently, because like I threw my parents for a loop when I said I stopped, like I don't believe in God the way that you believe in God, because like God to me is just a pure spirit. It's just a
how do they react?
Energy. I said it's like for me, God is like the ultimate truth. Like everything we say is truth centered. To me, like the purest form is truth. That's like God, and that's just raw, pure energy. My email was thrown for a loop. My eye was like, okay. But my email was
Yeah, how you say okay? He gonna let you hold it? He ain't have nothing else to say.
He was like, Vaseda, like I explained it to him. He was like,
did they ask why it happened and stuff like this?
My email was thrown for loop. Yeah, I've had several conversations with her about it, and most recently because like we always have a joke in my family, but like my email's the most blessed person in our family because I feel like she's the purest. Like in terms of like laws and everything, like I feel like she's the one that like she can do no wrong really. Like she's very honest about her life and how she lives it. So, and we've always been like protected. And I always realized the reason why I always feel like us as being protected because of my Ema and how strong her belief system is and how steadfast she is. And she's someone that really believes in God as being like a being that protects us. To me, I see that as much more religious. And it's funny to me because she also wasn't raised in a religious household. I mean, her mother was, but her father wasn't. So she didn't really grow up going to church and all of that. But I see it as a religious concept. So it's hard for me to understand her and it's hard for her to understand me. And she took that really hard. But she said something to me and I actually said, I have to be comfortable knowing that I don't understand everything and it's still a lot of studying that I need to do. And I'm also comfortable not knowing everything at the same time. Because she was like, well, who created, like she kept going around like, okay, well, who created you and who created Earth and who created that and who created, you know? And I was saying like, I'm not even mad. Like it's so many different theories. Like you could convince me anything. Like, because I like when they talk about like the Big Bang theory.
That's not the Hebrew theory, you know.
I know that, but
the Hebrew theory is it was gross darkness and then Yah said let there be light. So it was already people that are already doing things but the intellect, the knowledge base, the concepts, the way they chose to live their life is what that energy of Yah became. So it's never like, you know, it was a big bang or something created the people or something. You know, we're not saying the Hebrews have never claimed that, okay, we have the beginning of earth or the beginning of time.
Yeah, you know, exactly.
But Bereshit means in a beginning. So it's already in a beginning, which means it's already been a beginning before. So yeah.
So that's what I did say that to her, but but like just to say, like, because I do want to be clear, because my email studied much more than me about all of that. To be clear, she raised a lot of valid reasons in terms of like how we've protected ourselves and stuff. So she kept going back because I was like, the beginning, like Genesis was not really like Genesis for the entire world. It was just Genesis for a new mindset. Just like how they say, like when we are new kingdom. Because it used to be called like didn't they used to call it the new kingdom or something? What did we used to call ourselves?
No, it always
anyway. Okay, well, the kingdom. But that's like for us, like that's like a new idea, a new mindset, I can't think of the word, but you know what I'm trying to say. So like similarly to like Genesis, that was it. But at the same time, she raised a lot of key points. So I said, I really am not comfortable fully speaking on that. Because like she had points. And
I just wanted to know in general how was her reaction. It was kind of like I expected it to be.
She was surprised. She went and told my Abba. She said, listen, your daughter don't believe in God no more. She said she don't believe in God no more.
I feel the same as you. The same as Batia when it comes to the idea of what God meant to me, in certain times of my life. Certain periods, like especially when I was younger and more in the community physically, I did believe in a spiritual being that was looking out for me and protecting me and, guiding us as a community. Once I got older and started to, see things from, my own point of view or from my own life experience, I started to feel that like the idea of God is more of to me, it's more of a universal connection between us, the animals, the universe, everything around us. It's really about energies and what you put out and in returns of what you get back. I don't know as far as like the actual physical, if I pray to a certain being, will my life be better? I believe in me. That's what I believe in first and foremost. That if I, put my focus on the things that I want, then I can achieve anything. I don't know if I believe that it comes necessarily externally. But like my Ima, for instance, like Batia's Ima also believes differently. She feels that our family has always been protected by different angels and spirits, or whatever. So I can't knock that completely and say, okay, I definitely, because I am spiritual, I do believe that my grandmother is looking over us and things like that. But if I believe that it's one being that's controlling and manipulating the universe, and not so much. And mainly it's about the negativity in the world. We live in a world where so many bad things happen so often. I'm not saying that good things don't happen, but a lot of bad things happen. A lot of times to innocent people, to children, to women, to people that, you know, have really done nothing wrong. But the universe somehow is lashing out on them. So it's like, is there really somebody playing a game? And if he is, like, what is the point? You know,
That's
it's almost
messed up.
like that's really fucked up to play with people. I don't like, are we pawns in some game that we don't know about? That's how I feel. If there was somebody around, like, to choose to manage it this way is kind of like, it's a little disturbing in my mind. So it kind of like made me disconnect from the religious perspective, because we pretty much, even in the community, we say it's a way of life. We have we Hebrews, and it's a way of life. But a lot of our the way we pray and the way all of our
practices are normally religious.
Our culture,
that's what
most of our culture has a really religious background. Like a lot of things that we do, and honestly, they don't feel natural to me. So I can't accept. I really am against religion, 100%. About the God question, I still have a lot of questions. I don't know everything, but through this journey, I've learned to put the focus more inwards, you know, on myself and the things that I can improve within myself, rather than worrying about, you know, what is happening in the universe. Like, start with me and then like work outwards that way, I guess.
So true.
Super legit. I guess I'll give my own take as well. It's similar to a lot of what people on the panel said. I don't think science is a good enough explanation for like the universe, the stars, the moon, weather, seasons, a lot of stuff that you just can't explain. That, oh, this got with this and this chemical reaction. So I do think it's a God in that sense. Somebody's responsible for all this. But again, like a lot of the panel expressed, individually, if he was, I don't think he is in people's personal lives now, based off just, you know, reality. I live where I live, and I see a lot of fucked up shit happen to innocent people. And, you know, if it's supposed to be a power of good and evil, then, like, you know, cool, I understand that bad things happen, but why do they happen to innocent people? Or on the contrary, you see wicked people live long and prosperous lives, which is really fucking strange. So I can only go, you know, over the factual information that I have. And I don't think he's in individual lives. Like, I don't necessarily think, like, if you pray, things change. I think it's good to practice being grateful and saying thank you. But I don't think, like, stretch your hands and out your, and asking for certain outcomes is necessarily going to have an effect because you did this or you did this. I think, like you said, we gotta believe in us. It's no physical proof that it's anything else above us. And, you know, like I said, obviously everything else built around us is not by accident or by haphazard, but just the way life is happening. You know, you have and have nots, and it don't seem like it's any out of people interfering. So that's happening.
That's go ahead.
And I was gonna say, like, it's almost something, there's a comfort within religion, or like, I'm not gonna say believing in a God or in God, because like I said, I still don't know exactly how I feel about the whole topic per se, but it's something comforting about being able to, you know, put the blame outside of yourself. You know, however he wants it, it's God's will, you know. The way he wants
it. Yeah, belief becomes relief for people's problems. That's true. Like, people don't have none, but they gonna go to church on Sunday, or they gonna go pray.
It's kind of like easy to be able to say, like, you know, it's his will and this and that. And sometimes I be confused about religious people, because you really, like, it's certain, you have a religious mother, like, you lose her son on the street of Chicago from gun violence. It's like his will or whatever, and you still believe in his force. And if this force is really for you, then, like, you know, why are these contradicting things happening? So that's really my main issue. Like, I'm real technical, so it's like it don't add up.
Yeah. It's like this. In the Hebrew culture, it's more like this. It's that we believe that we are made in the image of God. So we are gods. Like, so we have a song that say we are, yeah, we say, yeah. Anyway, in the song, we're basically saying, like, our stages of belief. Like, at one point, we have to do it. Like, we have to be the change that we want to see in the world. We have to be the difference. because there's no like Yemua was saying earlier, you can stretch your hands out to the sky and you could beg for water, but God has already, or that spirit or whatever you believe in, that energy has already put a system in your brain that allows you to tell your legs to move when you get thirsty, to go grab water for yourself to actually quench that thirst. So that's the God in you. I don't think it's like, of course, when you're a child, it's like movie stuff. You think it's something outside of you, or it's something that, you know, if we pray collectively together, this is going to happen, or if this, but you know, I think it's more of the concept of that the Hebrews have, that we have to take it upon ourselves to be the God to actually make the change, or there won't be any changes. Like we always ask ourselves the question you were saying, Tamia, like, why do bad things happen to good people? You know, that's a big question that a lot of people ask. Why do bad things happen to good people? Why do bad things happen to good people? You know, and the fact of the matter is, it happens every day. Like every single day, it happens, you know, and it's not something that you could put in the hands of God. Normally, or most times, there's another human being afflicting that on another human being, you know, that bad thing. Normally, there's some type of inequation or some type of imbalance where those bad things are happening to those people. So there's people causing other people to be in situations, because they are the gods of those realms, unfortunately.
I agree.
That was deep.
I agree.
That was deep.
That was definitely deep. The gods of those realms.
Right?
So who the gods in Babylon, in the U.S.?
I want to ask
her.
He said, who the gods in Babylon?
People with the
Cash.
Who
money.
running that?
Money.
People with
cash,
the
the money gods.
Only
the
cash.
Federal Reserve.
Those the gods. Those the big gods. Do we as human beings need to believe in something higher than ourselves?
I always
Is
feel
that like, do we need that?
Like I was saying earlier, belief is a strategy most people get to relieve themselves on when real life don't go right. I don't want to compare the two for the sake of making them equal, but on principle. It's like when a lot of people don't know what they're doing, like they go to school, because it's easy to say I'm going to school, and it's cool if you're struggling and going to school. It's cool if you don't know what's happening if you're going to school, because you're in school. So kind of the same thing with religion and belief. People think like it's okay if I'm poor and I don't have none, and everything ain't about money. It's easy to justify stuff that's not right.
I disagree.
Part on what part you disagree about?
I disagree on the fact of belief. I feel like it's very important for people to believe in something. I feel like, first of all, believing in something usually create a sense of community. A lot of people that believe in the same things usually can create community around each other, which is a necessity for us. We need people, we need community, we need to connect. And a lot of times having the same belief systems allow people to create relationships. I don't think belief is a bad thing. And believing in yourself in every aspect is proven to show more success in people. So I feel like belief is very like a huge necessity when it comes to everybody.
So I think you misunderstood my part. When he asked, I think he specifically asked about God, or at least that's what I heard. And I mean, like the overzealous people who prioritize God over everything. And it's a lot of those, whether it be pastors or people we know in our community who are super priests and super this and super this. It's easy to have other fucked up shit ignored when you have God there. Like it's a known thing where you can do anything almost but kill. You can just go to a priest and ask for forgiveness.
That's Christianity.
That's belief in general, though. You can do that in a lot of religions. You can do that in a lot of religions. And you was the one talking about Jesus Christ in the beginning of the podcast. You would know.
Yeah, but like
that goes into
not because I'm praising his name.
That goes into a deeper.
It's almost a curse word.
Light this week, so let's keep it light. But okay, let's keep it light.
All I want to say is, we already know that we're not using all of our brain, right?
What do you mean? As far as what?
10%.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
They changed the percentage.
12. Now. How much is it? 20?
At this point, I'm using 5%
what is
of my
the capacity?
Because like my brain,
I use all of my brain, except when I be smoking or drinking, and then I probably get like 70, 60, depending on how much.
I know I don't use all my brain.
You gotta do more though. Use more brain.
Bruh. I don't know where it's comparing to. It's like
you said it's
disappearing.
gone. If it left, that's a problem.
What is what?
They
what
said
is
according to
belief?
surveys from 2013, around 65%. But this is a myth. They saying that the whole 10%
I use my
thing is a
whole
myth. I'm
fucking
looking
brain.
for the number.
And it
I'm
says,
only saying that because
what is belief at the end of the day? Like, what is it?
what do you
Belief?
mean? What
Like, what is it? Like, what is belief at the end of the day?
Belief is
it's faith.
the acceptance of something that
You
is-
can't see.
that you can't prove without proof.
Untangible shit. The acceptance of untangible stuff.
Of things that you cannot prove. The acceptance
Damn,
of
be real
things that you
genuine.
have no way to prove. That's
It is
exactly
faith,
pretty much
yeah.
what it is.
That's
It's
faith.
faith.
That's faith. Is that belief? Okay.
Belief is
I guess
definitely
a
faith.
form of
belief and faith are hand in hand.
Yeah.
I have faith
Yeah.
and belief.
Yeah.
I
So
just-
what
Like, you
makes
believe
people-
somebody
what
gonna come
makes
through, you
people-
have no
What
no
makes
proof if they
people
gonna come through or
believe
not.
stuff that they can't see so strong? Like, what makes them believe it so strong?
Either history. Like, again, for the example I was just giving to you, like if you have a friend, let's say, that always on time or always come to pick you out of bad situation, you like, okay, I'm stuck here, I know he gonna come through. Basically, you don't have no evidence that he gonna come through or not, but he didn't came through so many times, so now you believe that he gonna come through, even when you don't know specifically gonna come through this time.
But with religions, I don't think it's the exact same. I feel like
So what is
they
the
believe in
come
things
through part
so
on the religion part? Like, you know, when you say come
No,
through,
you're
the friend is
Now you
doing
gonna
So-
get deep.
So you say on religion was
yeah, because the
rephrase the
friend is
question
coming
again.
through. The friend is coming through, so he calls he calls you to believe in something. He calls you to believe in it. So he's made evidence. Like, what is the evidence for you to believe in something that you don't have no evidence of?
Well, in religion,
Family.
it's not a lot of evidence. It's a lot of hearsay. That's what the issue is. In actual religion, it's promises of stuff that you can't prove again, like heaven. Let's just even take Islam. If you die, you're supposed to get X amount of virgins, right? If you're a good Muslim, you're supposed to get X amount of virgins.
700.
No, you said I thought it was 72. That's a lot.
Yeah,
I
you
thought
said
it was
700. God, but
and I thought it was
Where the
7.
700? Where the
It's supposed to be
700?
72 virgins, no?
that'd be.
Is
yeah.
it?
Okay, but that's why I said X amount. I don't want to get caught up on a number, but in Islam, you're supposed to get X amount of virgins. So if you are,
Sorry.
if you
It's
hot on
72.
virgins, which that's
You
what I
was
just
right,
said. bro.
72. Sorry,
Amazing.
I thought it was 700, bro. I thought these lot were rocking and rolling.
We going
No,
higher,
go
higher.
ahead.
Probably if you like the hardest Muslim,
That's
they
crazy.
probably
You said, yeah,
times
that's
10, like go crazy, go crazy. You get times 10. But the same thing, they preach of rewards that you get if you're a good Muslim, if you're a good Christian. But a lot of this stuff isn't necessarily tangible. If you're a good Christian, God is supposed to look down on you and grant you grace in your work, in your place of business. Or if you die and go to heaven as a Muslim, you're supposed to get virgins. But a lot of stuff is not actually tangible. So that's what
I think everything you were saying is pointing back to
Let's talk about
education.
it from a more
Like,
Hebrew perspective.
a Hebrew perspective.
I feel like education has everything to do with religion. The way people are taught, these things are usually implemented at very young
That's it.
ages. I don't want to call it brainwashing, but I want to, it's teaching, whatever. So these things are being taught from young ages. So whether you see it or not, it's being instilled in you so deeply that you don't need to see it. It's enough that your parents are motivating you in the belief of it existing, and you can also, what happens with people with the brain, we usually find solutions within the brain. So this means, like, if somebody's saying that they having a good situation happen, they always attach it to like God and the blessings and okay, I must be doing something right. So it even strengthens the belief, in these certain things, because it's like, oh yeah, look, I passed my degree. Won't he do it? Even though like it was you up every day, all night studying and doing the work that was required to, succeed. But yeah, education basically.
That's so true. Because like all I want to say about religion is like before there was religion, it was really just people's cultures. And that goes back onto like what Ophir said about belief system. Like they started using religion as a form of colonization. Muslims, Christians, all of that. They'd use religion to go in and start wars with each other. And then, part of taking over somebody's country or whatever land is forcing them to bow down to your gods and your belief system. So the history of religion is very, like, it's always been divisive. And it's been used as a means to like have power over someone else.
When you asked earlier about doing it from a kingdom perspective, what did you mean?
Sorry, oh yeah, he did say that.
because you broke it down from a Muslim point of view. You know,
I was just saying religion, so I
system.
gave a couple of religious examples.
Yeah. So, what's the difference between Hebrewisms and religions?
Well, a lot of the stuff is implemented in actual, like, I don't know, let's say we believe ourselves to be better and healthier, and we actually live better and healthy. We're vegan, we practice exercise 2 times a week. A lot of that stuff is implemented, which is nice, but in a general way, not much. It's the same thing you have to think about. Before a lot of Hebrew Israelites migrated, a lot of them were based in Christianity or whatever religions they had before they were Hebrews. And yeah, the direction was right. We're Hebrews out of the Bible. We pray, we keep the Shabbat. But it's the same thing. It's the same kind of thing. It's the same type of concept. It was a lot of the Hallelujah, Yakai, spirituality. We sing in the songs in the morning and Wayo Gidilim. And we're going to beat you if you don't, because it separates you into this and that. So a lot of that was implemented, but I think on the good part, we actually had some sense. And it's a lot of like real life application that you can take from the Hebrews. Like, if you like the diet, like the lifestyle as far as exercising, and you can go to the people now, you still don't see bottles of vodka and people smoking cigarettes, and you know, the clothes being made from all natural fabrics. Some people couldn't sew, and you know, matching every day ain't necessarily lit, but the concept and some of the applications in real life theory was really good. So I'll say that's what we separated, and I'm proud of a lot of that stuff. On the actual spiritual side, not much. The names, maybe, but it's kind of the same thing.
Okay. Tamia, that's how you feel?
As far as the community goes, as far as everything religion connected, I just feel like I do feel the same way as you will as far as everything that has to do with community. Those are things that's really, you know, important to me. Family, community, creating bonds and learning and from each other or whatever, and expanding and living a healthy life, and veganism, all that was fine and well. But religion, again, is another way to divide people and control people's minds. So like the fact that we combine our way of life, which was really the ideal, I guess the ideal thought, with the whole concept, the concepts that our parents came with, you know, naturally from a religious background, you know, they combined the two. We just have to figure out again how to separate and go back into the ideal of community and, you know, helping one another out and being decent people, rather than the idea of, you know, dividing and separating people based on like really technical things that really don't define, you know, how good of a person that you are. So I think that's really important.
That's it.
For sure. Wow, what you saying?
I'm not.
I mean, Tamia, you well covered everything I want to say. Like,
are you saying they say every single thing?
I just think we need to recognize the difference between culture and religion. And, you know, culture is something that can't be taken from you. Religion, you could lose. Religion, you know, people could kick you out of, like, you know, they kick people out of the church all the time, but you can't take away someone's culture. That's who you are. That's your birthright. And unfortunately, some people in the community feel as if they can, but you actually can't. If we're saying being Hebrew is our culture, that's our birthright. You know, if we were born or raised in this or whatever, whenever you chose to come to this, you decided to adapt it. That's your culture. That's your lifestyle. You can't take that from anybody.
So why do I don't not why, but like I guess we understand why. But is religion taught to? Is it a poor man's game or is it everyone's game?
It's everyone's game.
I think it's a rich man's game. There are a lot of poor people.
That's it, Tamia.
It's a rich man's game. It's just the poor people usually are the ones that are victimized.
That's it. Because those lot up in Utah, the Mormons, they have money.
They
have no life though. They is terrible.
I mean, they probably enjoy the disconnect
from
society.
Wealth. They have generational wealth, and they
Mormon
they don't have
iPhones.
Trash. They pretty much close.
What you gonna do with $1 billion and no Wi-Fi?
They get to leave. They get to leave every so often.
Now they have like the new Mormons. They be getting the Wi-Fi and tell you, well, you better put.
Yeah, they have their movies. They watch their shows.
They had our iPhones.
They probably don't get on a plane, but I'm sure they get on a bus.
Mormon life is not a life to aspire to.
And move around the country still.
Two people who are the same physically. Well, I guess there's no people who are the same physically, but two males or two females or men or women that are built the same or same ethnicity that believe in different things You know, are they like different people in the end? Like, are they different? Are they really different because of the belief?
I
I've
mean, thoughts
actually,
become reality. It depends on how strong you believe. Christians and Muslims are really different people the way they move around the world. Like the hardcore Christians and hardcore Muslims, you could be the same age, same height, had the same education. But yeah, thoughts is reality. If you believe something strong enough, that's a party. Like that become party. So yeah.
I don't feel that they necessarily different people. I feel like again, it's the at the end of the day, we all are people, and we really pretty much are, I would say, coded in the education of our environment, our families, our friends, our schools, whatever. So
Mm,
deep down, of course, they're the same, but I don't think they are the same as far as like mentality. Unfortunately, like, over a process of being, trained in a certain type of way, it's really hard to switch it on and off. So that's why you have extremists. I don't have extremist friends, but I've heard extremist Jews, the way they speak about Arabs, and on the opposite spectrum, extremist Arabs who feel like they can be in the same room with a Jew, But I
mm,
have friends also in the middle who are pretty much not religious, more conservative, I guess, more on the conservative side, but not extreme religious. Um, but they get along just fine. Like they don't have no issues in conversation, no issues in communication, no understanding, no different understandings on business and life or whatever. So I guess it
mm.
depends on if you're extremist or not. I feel like any extremes create division, but I feel like people in the middle grounds can kind of usually find something to discuss or this the same, some common ground.
Mm.
The thing about like as well, sorry, I might be taking us off topic a bit, but the thing I know we always compare like because that's two of the most famous religions is Christianity and Islam. But the thing
Mm-hmm.
about Islam is like no matter you can't say I'm this type of Muslim. No, you're either Muslim or you're not. You follow these laws or you do Ramadan, you fast or you
Yeah.
don't. You know, Christians they have so many different types and so many different ways of believing and so many different
Mm-hmm.
practices. So for me
Mm.
personally, it's hard for me to compare. I know we do it, but it's hard for me to compare Christians against Muslims because it's like you're only one type of Muslim. You can't just be like, oh, I'm a like whatever the Baptist version of a
They
Muslim would be.
actually have a
Yeah.
few. They
They
have a
Well,
have
few
I was gonna
versions.
Sunnis
They
and
say
have
Shiites and stuff.
yeah,
They do have
you got
different
yeah.
different
They
religions.
have
Muslims.
But those are
two different,
tribes. Aren't
but
those
they main
tribes?
groups and they have different
Their
beliefs
practices are
too.
different too.
The practices are different. In what
Some of them,
way?
yeah,
I
the
actually
Sunni
had,
You gotta
regime
teach
and
me.
stuff, they don't celebrate necessarily the same holidays. They hate each other. Like it's like
yeah,
okay,
they at
What?
war. Like
some of them,
yes,
not
they
all of
are.
them. Some of them. I don't want
I
to put this
never
on all
even knew
Muslims,
that.
but it's like Eritreans and Ethiopians. They're both from the same place, but they're
Yeah,
like different. They're not the same.
yeah.
So Sunni and Shia are both Muslim, but they're different as well.
See, I knew we have Muslims everywhere. Like we have Arab Muslims, we have Muslims in every, every different type of way. But I thought, like in terms of like religion, like holy days and practices, is all the same. Like you have to pray
Totally.
5 times a day. You have to go, you have to go mosque. You
Some of
have
the
to wash
basic
yourself
stuff,
before
yes. Some of
praying.
It's
the
different.
That's what
It's
I
practices
like
meant.
are not the
Orthodox.
same.
It's like Orthodox Jews and non-Orthodox Jews. The
But then,
Sunnis
like
are like
like
Orthodox,
Christian.
super Orthodox, so they don't accept nobody who doesn't do the full, Islamic, all of the traditions from A to Z. If you
Mm.
lack anything from that, then you're not, they don't really accept you. So they more
Like
extremist or more
I know we
religious
have I know we have
Muslims.
extremists in each type, but I don't like really you either Muslim or like really you're not. Like you either do the laws or you're not. Like
So,
yes, we have laid back Muslims, but you know what I mean? Like you have Baptists, you have Pentecostals, you have Jehovah Witnesses, you have so many different, you have Catholics, you have so many different types, and how they pray, how they go to service or whatever, everything's different. Like like you might have a
but
father.
not today. Not in today's world. Everyone,
What do you
it's so many
mean?
it's so many subsectors of beliefs in religions, and religions fight within themselves and create
That's true.
new parts, new belief systems.
Are those
It
religions
never
or are
stays. It's
those
been years.
cultures fighting as well? Because like
Cultures as
you
well. I
like
mean, if they have a dress and they have a language and they have a space on earth, I guess they cultures fighting as well.
like I knew Qatar and Qatar like they just started allowing people. Is it Qatar or like other people? Which one was fighting? It was Qatar and was it Dubai? One of them you couldn't fly. Like you couldn't fly certain places in Saudi Arabia. You couldn't fly, and I was like, you guys pretty much in the same country, and you're both Muslim, but they were actually beefing with one another. So I'm saying, is it like that, or is it?
It's like different beliefs. They say that they believe, like, you know how you have certain Jews that believe like in just the Bible, it's just the actual physical Bible, you know, the writings. And you have the Jews, the more religious or Orthodox Jews, that believe in like the interpretations of the different rabbis of the Bible. So it's not two different religions. It's just the like, who are we listening to issue. So like the Sunni really are taking like Muhammad's words, like this is the Bible, and the Shiites are more like, you know, interpretations.
You got it right, because Nation of Islam, they consider themselves Muslim, and Nation of Islam.
The black Muslims in the States are probably different from the actual Arab Muslims.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
They more
I
like,
see what you're saying.
They like non-religious Muslims. I
never looked at it like that. I never looked at it like that. But you all are right. They definitely consider themselves different. Or like, well, they are
and then you see that a lot of them still eat pork. You know, a lot of African, like I know African American like Muslims who don't really abide by all of the laws. You know, they like kind of like they handle Muslims.
We had a few Muslims in the community.
They handle Islam like Christianity. You know how Christians are like, you can just repent. You know, you don't have to do everything and just repent and then come back. So they handle like Islam,
what about your
like
friends?
You know, Christianity, like, you know, we can just come back whenever we want, and you know, let's do a little and do a little bit of that.
I wouldn't even be mad at that.
I'm gonna just ignore you.
In and out. Okay. He says you ignore you, bro. God, that's not good.
What happened?
I ain't give him no energy.
I was asking about some Hebrew Muslims that we had.
It's God. Oh, we had a few. We had
Malika. She got like guns, and then
I don't think Malika is Muslim.
I'll put a picture right there.
Is she Muslim? She said they
dressed like a Muslim.
There's still a string of Hebrews.
Some of those Hebrews dress like Muslims, but they still consider
Hebrews.
No, like she cover her face. Like I've seen her face covered.
I'm telling you, they Hebrews. They from a Hebrew camp over there.
They have like different types of Hebrew camps.
It's different types of Hebrew.
The belief system. The belief system that we talking about. Is it I want to talk about the side effects, you know, and what happened when people fall off their belief systems. You know, what is the cause for them to fall off their belief systems? And I wanted to talk about also the placebo. Is it placebo? Placebo. Nah,
you said it right the first time.
Yeah, I want to talk about the whatever effect. Yeah,
it's not an S in the beginning.
It's a placebo.
He said it right the first time.
You trying to put the S on the beginning, it's messing him up.
I know.
Oh, like placebo, like potassium.
Yes, I'm trying to do the. No, y'all.
Placebo.
But yeah, let's do that. So let's talk about the effect, and let's talk about what was the first thing I mentioned? Now y'all got me talking about
people
something I can't.
What causes them to lose?
Anymore.
Yeah, let's talk about what causes people to lose or fall off their belief systems that they hold so dear. Is it
trauma?
Girl. Thank you. Okay. In our community,
she said, "Girl."
Trauma.
He said, "Thank you." He said, "Thank you." I was going to say education.
Trauma is
trauma.
They said, "Let's talk about trauma." Wow.
Trauma's number
one. Hell yeah. It's number one. Always. I feel like everything wrong with our community is trauma related.
Trauma's not what leads you to your beliefs.
Trauma's what? Nah, trauma could take you away. No, it trauma can make you.
A bunch of people that go to try to be something different, they fail.
Look, trauma it has two effects.
That's why they left.
It either makes you stronger in your belief or make you a non-believer. Because a lot of times, what happens in traumatic situations, usually it's a negative something that happens. So either because you made it out, some people might feel like, oh, I made it through this, you know, so it made me even stronger. So I still believe in what I believed in. Some people feel like, you know, fuck this. Like if this is what if I'm doing ABC every day and this is the outcome, then I'm gonna try something different. Maybe the outcome.
Do y'all see me better than y'all seen me before?
Not
talking about trauma. You acting crazy right
now. You look smaller.
My camera was messed up, but it's a lot of smoke in the room. Apologies.
You good. Yeah, what you saying about this? What you feel about this?
I don't know. I'm a logical person, so I want to say logic. Like at a certain point, you gotta realize Santa Claus is not real. You gotta realize certain stuff don't work
education.
because this is how you was taught. So like
Yeah, you gotta know.
when it
So
comes to belief, I don't know. A lot of people who I know that were that chazru b'tshuva in English, that's religious Jews who decided to be not religious anymore. A lot of it was just like, yeah, they didn't get it. They were sick of wearing black and white and
Hozun
praying and not living their
b'she'elah.
life and seeing
yeah, I was
everybody.
about to say
Chozrim
that's
b'she'elah.
the
Excuse me, you're right.
That's the
Chozrim
question.
b'she'elah. Lachzor b'tshuva is to go religious.
Go back
Lachzor
to
b'she'elah is
religion.
to go, yeah, it's to come unreligious. Anyway, so yeah, a lot of the people that I talk to, and I know a few who used to be religious, they say like the same thing. Like it was daunting at a point. Like it wasn't lit running around in black and white and praying and this and that. Like they felt like they was missing out on life. They tried the other stuff. They ain't look back ever since. So that's what it is for me. I think like, you know, you just eventually realize like, yo, this ain't what's happening.
This ain't fire. I ain't with this.
I kind of agree with you, Yams. I feel like it's like experience, you know, like rather than logic.
You agree?
Just like
Wait,
life.
listen. Let's not
Write that down.
rush past the fact that
Said
you
note
agree
that.
with me.
Note that down.
He
Real
wants to
big.
replay. He wants it recorded up here.
Note that down.
Let's do like that. Okay,
All
sorry.
right. You happy? Well, we could just end it here.
Yeah,
Let's
this
just
is
end it
super
on
lit.
that. This is a positive
Yeah.
note. I agree
She
with
agree
you.
with her.
I
Thank
Yeah,
you,
nice.
man.
Kind of like experiences, you know, you live life, and then at a certain point, you just have to make decisions for yourself in a life that you want to create and a legacy you want to leave behind. So it can't be based on everybody else's experience. And I think we learned that even from our parents in the community. You know, they left a whole different environment, picked up, came here, started something completely different, which we are blessed, you know, to be a part of. But it went against everything that their parents believed in, you know. So at a certain point, you do have to kind of just decide the type of life you want to lead. And
So
just,
this trauma, is it when God doesn't work for you?
the trauma is trauma. I'm putting trauma out there
You're
as a
talking about how
traumatic event happening.
Yeah, but
You're
I'm
I'm
talking
saying
talking
about
about
how
on top of that
when we're
perception.
talking
Like,
about the belief system. I'm talking about the belief system. So
Okay.
normally, okay, that's the highest that we give. That's the highest number we give is God. So if you go through a situation and then God doesn't pull you through it, is that when the trauma occurs?
I think the trauma is trauma. I think the trauma occurs like we have traumatic situation, and then like A, B perceptions. Like, do you know, A, decide like, you know, listen, he failed me, and you know, I don't believe I'm in this situation. I always did right, blah blah blah. And then you have B, listen, like I'm happy to be here still, and like thank God for pulling me through. It's really about the way you perceive things. I think that's important.
I think like we're talking specifically about our community, right?
Yes.
Because I feel like in our community, trauma is probably the leading cause for people to leave our culture, and you know, also the belief system behind. But a lot of the reason why is because the same people who are telling you that you should do this or you should believe in that are the same perpetrators. So it's like hypocritical. So if you don't have like what you was talking about, like was it you or you were talking about education? If from growing up, if you aren't properly taught in terms of like how you should believe in God and like how our way of life is, and you know, all of that, if you're just taught like, oh, God's going to pull you through this, you know, if something bad happens, God, when it, you know, God's going to protect you, or you know, like they used to always say like they'd always find a way to blame somebody. I know in our community a lot of times back in the day we used to always find a way to blame somebody, blame the victim when something bad happened. Oh, she was so fast, you see how she dressed, or you see how she talked. So we did a lot of victim blaming instead of like and then that always goes back to like saying, oh, you know, y'all wouldn't have let that, you know, if she would have done that, y'all would have protected her and all that. So we're teaching kids and ourselves not to believe in ourselves as our own protectors. Like we're not giving them the proper safeguards growing up. Like if, you know, if somebody asks you this, like asks to take you here and you're alone, you shouldn't do that. We're just trusting that, oh, our kids could go out and play and they're going to be safe because God's going to protect them. And we don't educate our kids as well in like believing in themselves and believing that, you know, we say that we are Yah, but we haven't actually shown them how they are actually God's walking around. And so when that happens to you, and the people who have taught you all of this and that Yah's going to protect you are the same ones who've done it, or the same one who are victim shaming you. Like I feel like it's like just a vicious cycle of trauma. So of course you're gonna walk away from that because you're not getting what you needed or what you were promised.
That is so key what you're saying, as far as like the correlation between the idea of God or like the leadership, whatever, along with like negative experiences throughout, through the community, and having those spaces be attached to the idea of that, way of life or religion, So it's a lot of people that are traumatized from within the community, bad individuals with titles, and they have made that connection, now to not just, to the general community. Like, this is what it's about there, and I want to disconnect. So that's really, that's deep.
You believe in that? I
think it's more important to know people than to know God. Like Batia said, I don't care what you're talking about. I care about what you do. If you talking about hallelujah every day and you manipulative and you victim blaming and you a drunk or you a bum, then I don't give a fuck about what you're gonna talk about religious wise. Right. I don't know. That's like taking money advice from poor people. Like, you're not good in your actual life. You about to teach me about God. You a whole bum.
That's true.
So I don't know. Like, for me, I'm extra logical, so that's how I look at the world. I don't know if everybody like that, but that's how I look at people. It's cool to have your practices, your religion, and your belief. But if you a bum in your whole life and ain't none of this God stuff working out for you, why should I listen to you? Like, I know people who was the holiest possible and they left their kids for 16 years. Like, and I have to listen to you about God now? No, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Even though they say, the message can come in different, what they say, packages or whatever.
No, see,
but sometimes you gotta like separate the package from the delivery, I guess.
That right there is a script. You can't read the scripts. And then Black people we have this thing that we all have. It's like the melanin that we have that's different. We also have this heightened sense of emotion. Like, especially when we come together, we have this very heightened sense of accomplishment and emotion, and we give this feel-good vibe. And then because our talents come together with that, and then it just becomes amazing. Like, you see people speak or sing or dance, and then it's like, if it makes you feel different, but those feelings are not, it's like I tell Neria all the time, it's the equivalent of you crying to Grey's Anatomy. Like, those feelings are not real. Like, it's just something that you're generating at the time.
I don't feel like you gotta come for Grey's Anatomy to make
she's the only person that I've seen that made my wife cry.
I'm so over that show.
I cried through all types of movies.
See, I can't have that. That's really emotional. It's not real because they could just make you cry on cue, like every episode.
I cried too, but like Grey's Anatomy,
it's not emotional. But it's scenarios. You know how they connect. They put in the music. They create a scenario. It's a story. Whatever it is. It's art. It make you connect. It's a story, and you're supposed to connect.
So Black people,
it's entertainment.
So Black people have the art. Yeah, they have the art of entertainment.
So when somebody throw their PlayStation in the middle of, if they lose a game, that's not emotion. Is that real?
Don't do what you're doing. You going somewhere else.
Right? No, tell me
I'm saying, is that emotion? Is that real emotion? Because
I'm seeing dudes
a fictional game or what?
The game is not fictional. Somebody beat me at a skill, and yes, now I'm mad. That's very logical. As opposed to,
what are you getting from that game?
What if it's based on a real movie?
Y'all want to let me answer these questions? I get answers for everything that y'all ask.
This is the only question I need answered.
I'm gonna answer Batia's and then I'm gonna answer yours. Batia, I get to know that I was better than somebody else at something. I get to know that I beat you at something. It's like racing. It's like you guessing right. It's the same thing. I bested you at a task.
Men are not good at showing empathy. Women.
What's your goddamn question?
So when we see a situation,
you down here,
whether it be fictional
or
realistic.
What's your question about the game? Huh? What's your question about the game? What you want to know about the PlayStation?
I'm down there on your screen. I'm down.
Yeah, down under me talking shit. What you want?
Underneath, Tommy.
Beliefs are not real.
Really, I'm at the top without fear, and then like right below me is Batia.
Beliefs are real.
So beliefs are real.
Just like I was saying before. No, beliefs are
real.
Believing in something helps you. It improves your whatever condition you were before.
It's like vision.
Beliefs are real. They're not tangible. Yeah. It's like air. You know it exists, but you can't see it. Think about it like that.
This is why they always talk about like mindset. You know, law of attraction. You know how they talk about mindset and positivity or whatever.
That's what praying does.
I'm saying mindset, positivity,
No, see, y'all going somewhere else.
affirmation. No, I'm saying I'm talking about affirmations.
Praying is like that.
Affirmations, prayers,
law of
Praying
attraction,
affirmation.
whatever.
Yes.
No, prayer, no.
So
The
all
secret.
of these things,
Basically,
The secret.
What are you talking
all
about?
these things.
Stop me on the
Being
secret.
Oh
The
God.
secret is
Wait,
legit.
wait. So what is prayer?
The secret is faith.
You know what? I'm not even answering no more questions at this point.
I'm
I'm gonna let Ophir just ask
worms. I
his
want to know what
questions,
is
and I'm
prayer.
gonna let you Will last.
What is prayer to the panel? What's prayer?
Batia said something about prayer.
Yeah, but
I never said prayer. I said affirmations, and I
To me,
said
prayer is affirmations. It's
what are
like
the
if-
affirmations doing and how do they work?
Batia, who do you pray to?
her man.
What?
I pray to my
You
mom.
pray to your man. That's who you're talking to.
I said
literally
Batia,
do.
first of all, don't do that.
I literally do. Like I will
First of all,
ask for what I want to know, send that out, and then I say thank you, y'all. Because to me, y'all is
You pray
just
to-
energy. Y'all is energy.
Ask for what you want with your ass closed.
I don't ask it. There's first of all, like I set my mind out because
I knew y'all was gonna do
I don't
that.
pray
said
as
she
much
prayed to
as
her
I want
man.
to.
That's
I talk
okay.
to myself.
I do.
I do.
I talk to myself.
They have a
Like-
whole house full of people that talk to their house. It's called the crazy
I
house.
talk to myself.
Talk to
I
other people.
motivate
my mind.
myself.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I motivate myself. I encourage myself.
What are y'all saying right now?
This is real
Is that
stuff.
crazy
This is
to
real
you?
shit. How did
But
I
I always
laugh?
Y'all saying so much crazy
Yeah,
stuff.
y'all sit
Motivate
together
her
ever be
mind.
on the same screen, physically together ever. Y'all just foolish. Y'all so childish.
You
Y'all need to
said
grow up.
mine.
How
Very,
you pray
very
to your
childish.
brain, girl?
That's
What
hilarious.
is
I'm talking to my. Who you think, when you talk to
Okay.
yourself, who you think you're talking to?
Okay, can
Who
we
said-
just get
I
some?
don't talk
Can we
to
get some?
You
some
don't.
things
You have
straight?
never like said something to your. You've never said something again to your
I only
man.
talk to other people.
To
Your
yourself.
You said
I
something
only
To
talk to other
yourself.
people.
Something you've never spoken to yourself before.
Yes,
You never like sat down, watched a situation, and said, "Man, this is crazy as shit." To yourself. Don't play me.
Yes, he
Don't
is.
Wait, but
Oh,
when you pray to your mind.
I do.
I don't mean that I'm praying to my man.
That don't even mean
Energy
nothing.
out.
It means
That don't
it
mean
means
nothing.
it means like we said. We said first it starts from
Energy,
within.
vibes, man, spirit. Y'all not
Belief
saying nothing.
start
Wait,
whatever.
wait.
Belief for
This
me
is- so-
always starts from
so how
within.
do you
It's never
pray?
been an
Do you
external
press-
thing.
So the prayer. So you were meditating or you praying?
So
What's
no,
the
I'm
difference
praying.
between
That's my
meditating and
version.
praying?
That's my version of
When you
meditating.
meditate, you're not normally asking for something. You're not asking for any change.
But
You
you-
just kind of
I
focus
know
on your
that, but for
feelings.
me, that's my version of
flow.
meditation because I can't never just settle my mind. I'm trying to. I try and practice where I just settle my mind, but I don't do that. So my version of meditation lately has just been praying, and that's
Okay,
what about
now-
to close it. And don't no one come for me about.
Okay, but I'm gonna give you a little update today. Today, I'm gonna give everyone.
No, I don't need. I don't need
All
to
the
hear you. I
Hebrews
don't need to
out
hear you
there.
about that.
I'm
She
gonna
said
give
she
you
don't
guys
need
a quick
this in her
update.
Y'all
life.
see me, my whole body language has changed.
It's okay. Your body will be okay. Check this out. The update goes.
I hope so. What do you mean?
The update
You know
goes
what?
like this.
I feel like we off topic now.
Prayer. Okay, we'll go back. But
You cannot.
prayer for Hebrews, for Hebrew people that understand like concepts. Prayer, if we are gods, prayer is literally us communicating with one another because that's the only way that someone can help you solve an issue. Like normally, if you have an issue, there's another human being that has the answer to that issue that can help you. So when you conversate with those of like minds, then you get those answers, but not closing your eyes and talking to a ghost.
Nobody's talking to us. Why are you like oversimplifying something
You
that
said
has been
she's praying to her
scientifically
mind.
proven?
I'm
What
praying
Tommy and I?
to myself.
Because
What does that have to do
because-
with a ghost? The
That's
ghost
what I'm
element
saying.
was never even.
But
First of
I
all,
said myself.
where's you move on up here? I have one
yourself.
question for you. No.
If I have,
I have one
other
question for
people
you.
and I can connect
And I
with
need your-
myself,
I'm
then what
listening.
have we done?
Snapbot.
I'm listening.
I need to. Okay, you all looking at me?
Yeah,
All right. Imagine we're in a room right now.
Mm-hmm.
we are in the room.
What? Oh, together in a room. All right.
What we doing right now?
I don't know.
What's happening about there?
She's snapping, bro.
I'm done now. Did you pick up on my first? I didn't say nothing to you all, did I? But you picked up on my energy the first time, right?
No,
Yes, you did. Don't play me. And you picked up on my energy the second time, right? And I didn't have to say nothing to you.
What's happening right now? I just
So,
want to pee. You
don't have to say, you do not have to say, people. No, but for real. But you don't have to say things to share energy. You don't have to say anything to share energy.
No, but
so when I'm praying to myself, I'm sending that energy out into the world.
You said we're in the same room, and then we don't know.
I said imagine we're in the same room, bro.
But we didn't know what you just did. You lost.
What you do right now?
What I'm saying is like, if you see somebody, you don't have to say nothing to pick up on that energy, whether it's good or positive energy, right? Like if I saw you, like you go, let's take you for example, because I see your character. If I saw you one day and I'm just looking at you and I don't say nothing, you already gonna have picked up on my energy. And we have not shared any words. I didn't have to talk. I didn't have to say anything. You already picking up on my energy, right?
Yeah, but that's people to people still. It's still person to person.
Sometimes internal.
It can be internal.
It can
That's
be.
what I'm trying to say.
It can be if you're.
Okay, you ain't about to just shoot my experiment down.
I have to.
First of all, it really works. It really works.
It does work.
Not praying to your brain,
because it's visualization
and motivating yourself. That's
I do not disagree with you. Like it does work to motivate yourself. It does work. I'm not saying it don't work. I'm saying that if you're a person who's sitting at home with your hands extended and you want Yah or God to answer something that is difficult in your life, you cannot do it from the comfort of your own home by yourself. Like it's not just gonna hit you over the head. Like that's not how you get.
No,
answers.
I don't think. No, for one, I don't think that that's 100% correct about every situation. There's no across the board situation. You have situations. I have had personally situations where it's been nice to be able to talk to my Ima and get her input or whatever to come to a conclusion. But there have been times that all I needed was time with myself alone to be alone to collect my thoughts and really figure out how I feel about a situation, to process it and to move forward. So I don't disregard the strength and being able to internalize situations and work your way through them.
Not only do I agree with you, that's exactly what I just said. I said if you have a problem that you cannot solve on your own, then you need to be speaking to someone other than yourself.
We definitely agree. We agree on the idea of not sitting at home somewhere waiting for somebody to change your life or some force to come through and change things for you. We know you got to be active. They say worship is active, so you got to be doing something. You can't really just sit down and expect something to happen.
Do we have any update on the status of the deportations?
That's what I wanted to ask.
They're trying to raise money.
They just had a rally yesterday in Dimona.
Has a GoFundMe been set up yet that we could donate?
Yeah, it's one. Yeah, I'm gonna send the link. I sent one of the links. I'm gonna send a new link, and we can also put the link behind.
From a couple of people doing a couple of things. Is everyone doing together this, or is it different people doing different things?
Well, from what I understand, it's one group working together. One group that I'm in support of. So that I'm in support of. Wow. I don't just spread my support around, I'm really like, I believe in the people that's managing and running things. So
is it other groups though? It is other groups.
I understand that it's like not other groups. I feel like crazy. People have been working. The issue is that people tend to work individually. Everybody wants their face to be connected to the campaign. So you have people kind of like going rogue or doing their own projects when really we all should be working under this. What I understood was that we were working under the same, showing them that we had unity within ourselves. But I understand there's a few people, doing their own things, going to say different, things or
that's
whatever.
That's crazy.
So.
Well, hopefully we can get
There was a rally done yesterday.
Can I ask you a question? Oh, it was? How did that go?
Yeah, well, it was supposed to be, they had a lot of Israelis in support of our struggle or fight. So they said that they were going to come down to Dimona and, stay unified with the community or whatever. They did. It was supposed to be a bus full of people. They did not end up showing up. I don't know what the technical issue was with that. But a lot of Hebrews did come out. Mayor Cohen came out and gave a speech, the mayor of Dimona. I mean, not Mayor Cohen, sorry. What's his name? With the white hair. I can't even remember. You know, the new mayor. Anyway, I haven't voted for Mayor Dimona in a while, but the new Dimona mayor came out and showed support, you know, for the community or whatever. So they said that they tend not to believe him though, because he usually, you know, is like all loud or whatever.
He said it before.
All bark, no fight. No bite.
They like to come and get the saints to scream hallelujah and stuff. You know?
But did you see Mayor Cohen? I was very impressed.
Oh, him speaking in
in the Knesset. That was pretty.
Yeah.
That was pretty dope of him.
I saw him speak up.
I was highly impressed.
Well, he said, "Don't send nobody nowhere."
He at least got up and brought the topic up in the Knesset, which is huge.
That's true.
What's happening?
It's huge. Just trying to show support. So, and he like, look, for one, like 100%, they belong here just like we belong here. Now, how do we keep them here? Pretty much. So we'll see.
So that was gonna be my next question. What do you think? Like, how is it looking? Because how many weeks are we in now? And how
3 weeks.
Ashriel just said they have 50 days.
50? Oh, that's
what he said.
It's more time. It's not a lot of time, but it's more time than what I thought they had.
It's like 2.5 weeks on. Well, it's like it's about 45 days now.
Oh, they probably just gave them business days, so they're not counting weekends.
Business days.
No, I think they mean 60 days and 60 days.
Oh, they mean 60 days straight.
Yeah, because they didn't say business days. They said 60 days. Shishim Yom. That's 2 months.
That's not cool. Okay.
Even though this drink looks like it's so good.
It is. Sure. It's orange juice with lemons in it.
Good job.
Orange juice with lemons?
Don't frown your face.
Put it up to the
Batia said the juice look good.
I know it's good.
I want to see it.
On me, yeah.
I can't imagine it. I just want to see it.
Why are you frowning? Any juice in a jar is normally good. If it's juice in a jar.
Good juice. This the privilege.
Yeah.
So pour nasty juice in a jar and it's gonna be good.
It depends on the jar. And that just depends on the jar.
Even Pre-God's grapefruit juice.
Yeah, so that was
juice is good. Thank you.
I hope we can resolve it, man. I've seen a lot of reports. I've seen a lot of people speaking about it. I've seen a lot of Israelis involved. I've seen a lot of Hebrews speaking out. Like I said, I hope that I still haven't heard anything of the halting the deportations or anything to stop the 60-day notice. So I'm hoping to hear something like that soon. But I haven't heard anything concrete.
Like, I wonder, like, how much time, like, how much notice do you have to give them?
60 days.
Go ahead. No, 60 days notice. I know. I mean, like, in terms of like them stopping it, like halting it. Mm-hmm. What if it's like, like it's too late?
I think they gave them 20 days to halt it.
The good thing is to see like how everybody has like, you know, come together. Everybody has been posting. You see like the community aspect, you know, seeing everybody united basically united as a front and working together. I think Ashio said last time he had been to like 20 something interviews with them that 1 week, you know, just to just campaigning and let everybody understand what the situation is. And the next goal is really to try to raise money. So I'm gonna make sure I send that link and we have it, you know, so people can continue to donate and, you know, for the cause.
For real.
For sure.
Let's do that.
Everybody, please don't forget, post it, share it, talk about it amongst yourself, amongst your friends. Deportations of the Hebrew Israelites community in Dimona, it cannot happen. We will not allow it to happen.
Right.
Anything else? Anything that because I don't feel like we answered the questions, but I'm gonna let y'all off because, you know, we ain't potted in a minute.
We recorded for 2 hours. We ain't answer them.
We ain't potted in a minute.
That's so hard.
The reason is because it's such a broad topic. It's really no clear cutthroat 1, 2, 3 answer.
That's why I want to answer like
whoever don't have nothing to believe in me.
You said believe in Yams. Matter of fact,
if y'all don't know what to believe in me.
Wow, that's just how religion started.
I'm gonna put your ad on
right?
Oh, you can't see your God? I'll be your God.
That's
look, you got the name
your
here
religion
anyway. Just
if
get
I
your
say
Windows.
If I say you, that's what happens though.
Everybody, believe in Yams. We're gonna have a fun religion. Lots of weed, lots of activities, lots of
what all do you have to do?
Believe in me. First off, let's start by believe in me. I need your full 100% belief.
All right, we'll just take it. Let's do baby steps.
No matter what, believe in me. That's number one. Don't doubt
That's
me
the
for a
first thing
second.
I need. Don't doubt me. Don't use my name in vain. Call me when you need me. I got you.
Yeah, you shutting us down or what?
No. I'm listening to you.
No, I'm saying you shutting us down. Like
Saying you
Wayne
closing
Powder
us out
now.
since you opened up.
Oh, yeah, not a problem. Guys, yeah, we rambled a little bit. It's about 2 hours of content here, but I do hope you enjoyed The World from Home. It's been a pleasure speaking and giving you our thoughts. From Yemuel, Fear, Batia, everybody, prayer hands. Let's get us some prayer hands in. Prayer hands, prayer hands.
I don't know where my prayer hands came from.
I hate that I'm doing it, but okay.
Don't be like that, prayer hands. To
These
everybody.
actually
I
clapping
feel like
hands.
a fake guru.
It's supposed to be like this, like 2 hands clapping.
They're supposed to be like this, but I don't want to have us looking like simps online.
Yeah, that don't look right.
And these are not
It's
clapping
real
hands. These are
quick.
actually the half hands. Both people
This is
half
actually one hand, half fiving. Yeah, clapping,
half
whatever.
No, you don't clap with other people. Clapping is between you and yourself.
Oh, you can't clap with somebody else?
It's called half at that point in time.
What?
You act
You know what
like
I
you've
meant?
been around here.
Wow, I'm so happy we recording. Wow, she said you can't clap with somebody else.
No, you clap like this. This is half or a five or whatever. This is not clapping with other people. That's not how that works.
You can't. I thought you could clap with other people.
You didn't think this.
How do you
I
clap with
did.
other people? Oh, so what are you doing?
somebody
Patty cake.
Like with these? I don't know. Don't play me. Don't play me. I know y'all clap with other people.
Wow.
Whatever.
You can't.
What about this game? Like
You're
you
right.
said?
Oh wait, what about like this, like girl, and then you do like that?
That's a high five.
It's a
Is
clap.
it? Yeah.
Y'all
It might
make
be a
Google
high
clap.
five, Tommy. Yeah, it might be a high
Y'all
five.
come
But
on.
what
y'all
about when
crazy.
you doing
Other
patty cake?
people.
I just
That's
somehow.
clapping.
You doing patty cake. That's what it's called. Patty cake.
Oh,
That's what
Mary.
it's called.
I'm dressed in black.
Bro,
I can't believe her.
I can't take it. Tamia, you is wild, bro. You said can you clap with other people?
Wow.
That's wild. Anyway, good people.